This week in MMA has been an absolute roller coaster, packed with announcements and revelations that have set the entire fight world on fire. And now, one of the most anticipated fight cards of the year, the UFC White House Showdown has received a major update straight from Chandler himself. Chandler has officially confirmed that his long-awaited clash with Conor McGregor is locked in for June 2026. Addressing criticism from fans who wanted to see him call out McGregor for a wrestling match, Chandler made it clear that's not his focus right now.
Seen a lot of you guys asking me why I didn't call out Conor last night. There's a simple reason why I didn't call out Conor. Yeah, I had a microphone in my hand, and yeah, I was pumped up. I was sweating. The juices were flowing. The veins were popping. Of course, I'm not going to call out Conor at a wrestling match, okay? I've done it enough. The fight's already happening. You know I'm fighting. You know I want to fight him. You know he wants to fight me. He's brought in guys to his training camp to mimic my style. So that fight has already been called out, been signed, sealed, and delivered since June of 2024. He's going to make good on his promise, on his word, on the ink on the contract here in June of 26.
Instead, he revealed even bigger news. His fight with McGregor at the White House event has actually been signed and sealed since June 2024, and now after 2 years of build-up, he says he's just moments away from finally stepping into the cage with Conor McGregor on one of the most talked about stages in UFC history.
It made sense. In the sport of wrestling, I was going to call out the biggest name I possibly could. That's why I call out Jordan Burroughs. I'm not going to call out Conor McGregor at a wrestling match. Although you guys probably were waiting for it and you wanted it to happen, but it didn't. So I'll fight Conor in June, South Lawn, White House. God bless. See you at the top.
For a long time now, Conor McGregor has been mocking and mimicking Chandler, and now Chandler is finally fired back. McGregor's constant rants have lit a fire inside Chandler, pushing him into a new level of focus and determination. Chandler says that fighting McGregor at the UFC White House Showdown isn't just another bout, it's the biggest dream of his life. Fully motivated and ready to settle everything once and for all in June 2026, he's preparing for a statement performance. And this time, Chandler isn't talking about simply beating McGregor, he plans to dominate him in a way fans haven't seen before. His goal is to take McGregor down, break his rhythm, impose his will, and leave no doubt about who the superior fighter is when the cage door closes.
We would definitely have to go out there, dot our I's, cross our T's, and go out there and not just beat Conor, but dominate him and systematically and surgically break the man down, and then be able to be draped in the stars and bars and get my hand raised right there on the White House lawn. I've dreamt about it. I have visualized it ever since this announcement was made that we were going to be doing this fight on the White House lawn, and I believe it's going to come to fruition. We'll see. There's almost nothing that is impossible when you think about well, first of all, this sounded impossible just 6 months ago to do a fight at the White House, and now you get it set. And yeah, I mean, the amount of things that are on the table, nothing is off the table. So that would actually be...
Meanwhile, Tom Aspinall has erupted with frustration after the recent eye poke incident, firing back at Dana White and anyone urging him to continue fighting alongside Cyril Gane. Aspinall didn't mince words. He claimed that Gane's eye poke was not accidental at all, but something he believes Gane intentionally did. Aspinall pointed out that even after receiving a clear warning for the first eye poke, Gane didn't stop, which only added fuel to Aspinall's suspicion.
Well, I actually got eye poked twice in the fight. First one wasn't too bad. He got warned for it. The second one, obviously, Cyril Gane tried to make my head a bowling ball with the double eye poke, knuckle deep in both. So yeah, wouldn't recommend it at all. The guy was trying to poke my eyes out all the way through that round. Multiple exchanges. Nearly every exchange that I could put him in danger. He had his fingers out pointing towards my eyes. The guy was cheating from the first second, and the way that he wanted to win that fight was to have me compromised by cheating.
And when people, especially Dana, suggested he could have continued fighting, Aspinall slammed those comments as ridiculous. He said he couldn't risk his eyesight for the sake of a fight, and that anyone downplaying the danger clearly didn't understand the severity of the situation.
Things need to change in the sport of MMA when it comes to fouls.
I mean, he had Tom bloodied up, and Tom didn't want to continue in the fight. So, who gives?
What do you think about Dana White saying Tom didn't continue, and then also, who gives to eye pokes?
Well, listen, I didn't continue. I'll tell you why I didn't continue. Because I'm not a dummy. Like, I'm not going to go out there and fight one of the best strikers in the world if I can't see?
With double vision.
With any eye.
Despite the tension, Aspinall made one thing very clear. He wants revenge. He's eager to run it back with Cyril Gane and prove who the better heavyweight truly is, but he's also firm on one condition. He won't train or step back into camp until his eye is 100% healed. For him, protecting his health comes first, and vengeance can wait until he's fully ready to settle the score.
When do you think you can start training again?
I have no idea. Absolutely no idea. I'm obviously very keen to get back and beat this guy up, but I've got to be 100% right, so whenever the eye's good to go, that's when I'll do it.
The next headline comes from Ali Abdelaziz, who has fired back at all the critics targeting UFC 323 and UFC 324. Responding to the backlash surrounding UFC matchmaking, Abdelaziz made it clear that people complaining simply don't understand what the UFC is trying to do. He defended the new Paramount deal, saying it's built specifically for fighters who bring excitement, energy, and entertainment. In his words, the UFC is evolving and boring fighters will have no place in this new era.
These guys running a business. Our job as manager or teams to get guys and put them on an exciting fight, because this is going to be entertaining. I think the new Paramount network, if you're a boring fighter, I don't think you're going to have room here, because now they want to multiply the fan. You know, they want to multiply like more than ESPN. They want to triple. And the 7 year after that, they want to get $1 trillion. They just signed a deal for $7.7 billion. Why? Because they know what they're doing. I know what I'm doing. And we meet. We agree and disagree sometimes. But in a way about who deserves, not deserve. Like me, listen to me. I have war with these people. But in a way, it's between me and them. We stay behind closed doors, we stay professionals. And that's it.
Then Abdelaziz turned his attention toward those criticizing the potential matchup for Islam Makhachev. Ever since news broke that Islam is interested in fighting Kamaru Usman, fans have been outspoken, and many have blasted the idea. But Abdelaziz has now responded directly to all those noise surrounding this matchup. He firmly emphasized why Kamaru Usman absolutely deserves the next title shot, highlighting the danger, experience, and championship pedigree he brings to the table. Abdelaziz reminded everyone that Usman is still the same fighter who gave Khamzat Chimaev serious problems. A reminder that Usman remains one of the toughest challenges in the entire division.
You say disagree, right? No problem. Kamaru Usman went on 15-fight winning streak. He fought everybody and everybody. When nobody would want to fight him, we used to crash press conferences to try to fight people. He fought Kobe 2 times, Masvidal 2 times. He beat everybody. And guess what? He said 10 days notice. Can Kamaru fight Khamzat? He was in Europe in a fashion show, having a good time. He went, fought Khamzat on 10 days notice. Who gave Khamzat as the best fight, his toughest fight in the UFC?
Kamaru Usman.
Kamaru Usman.
Abdelaziz took shots at Ian Gary, who has been loudly insisting that Kamaru Usman doesn't deserve a fight with Islam Makhachev. Firing back, Abdelaziz argued that Usman is not the only right opponent but a fully deserving one, pointing to his wins over fighters like Buckley and the overall strength of his resume. According to him, Usman's accomplishments and skill set place him far ahead of Gary in the title conversation. Taking a fiery aim at Gary, Abdelaziz dismissed the idea of Ian even being considered for Islam next, saying Gary's record doesn't compare to what Islam Makhachev or Usman have achieved. He doubled down, stating he would personally campaign for Kamaru Usman to secure the matchup, making it clear that Gary isn't in the same league when it comes to earning a shot at the championship.
Kamaru Usman have done a lot for this company. I will campaign for him to get a fight, but I'm not going to make the decision. Dana White, all these guys got to make the decision. Hunter, all these guys got to make the decision. Kamaru will. I have my argument for Islam Makhachev's side, right? What the fuck is Ian Gary did in the last 10 years? I like the kid. I think he's a great fighter, but in a way, he decision. Islam Makhachev last 10 fights, he finished 8. He's one of the most busiest champions since 2001, right? Ian Gary have decisions to everybody.
Another story brewing in the MMA world comes from Nate Diaz, who recently fired shots at Islam Makhachev's position in the pound-for-pound rankings. In what many are calling a bizarre take, Diaz claimed that Makhachev is not the #1 pound-for-pound fighter, despite his dominant performances. Diaz's comments are particularly surprising given Makhachev's recent victory over Jack Della Maddalena. a win that helped him reclaim a spot among the top pound-for-pound fighters. Yet, Diaz dismissed that achievement, arguing that Islam's performance lasted only 2 minutes and that he hasn't fully beaten very well. According to Diaz, these factors make Makhachev undeserving of the #1 ranking.
In your opinion, who's the #1 pound-for-pound fighter right now in the UFC?
John for sure.
Yeah, John.
People get it.
What about Islam?
They just throw that shit. They just throw shit out like that. Like, he's been there for like 2 minutes and he ain't beat nobody that's great.
Oh,
I feel like you have to have a long span period.
The best lightweight ever was BJ Penn. Like, so when you get that shit like that and you got whatever Islam did, and it's like that don't even match like what. Not that he can't be and won't be, yo.
No, he is good.
But
just not right now. You don't.
But you're just gonna go at him and fucking just shut up on the scene. And they think I'm this hating, but I'm like, that's because we got our differences. But there's shit that I've seen that I'll just remember forever.
The elite-level grappler Islam Makhachev is being dismissed by Nate Diaz not just as undeserving of the #1 pound-for-pound ranking, but Diaz also claims that Makhachev hasn't done enough overall to be even on the list. Taking it even further, Diaz criticized Makhachev's fighting style, calling it boring and claiming that whenever he watches him in the cage, he sees nothing particularly impressive. He also discusses Ilia Toporia's place in the division, drawing comparisons between him and Makhachev, suggesting that in Diaz's view, there are more exciting fighters who deserve attention than the reigning lightweight champion.
That's good. I ain't seen nothing from them. I can't even remember anything but getting bored in his all them fools' last fight. So that name shouldn't even be thrown at those guys.
You see that Pereira guy fight that much? Still, he's pretty savage, but he just kind of.
I haven't seen him do too much yet, though.
He's like brand new though. He needs like a few more.
But I think he's a more complete fighter, good fighter now.
Next, we have recently leaked footage of Alex Pereira in his gym where he delivered a knockout against a heavyweight in Sparring. The clips went viral quickly, showing the raw power and precision that have made him one of the most feared strikers in combat sports today. This display only reinforces Pereira's reputation. His devastating knockout power is a hallmark of his fighting style, and fans are once again reminded why he's considered a top-tier threat in both MMA and kickboxing.
Good, Neil, hands up. Double jab. Stop holding your punches out. Oh, he's gonna slip that right hand and drop it. Wait for that hook. Lose the right hand comes. Bah! Yeah! Bah! 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 Again! Bah! Bah! Bah!
This new footage of Alex Pereira has everyone talking, including Daniel Cormier, who weighed in on the viral Sparring clip. Reacting to the footage, Cormier posed the question of whether, after Pereira's recent performances and his current form, it would be easy for Khamzat Chimaev to take him down. Cormier revealed that Chimaev has had Pereira in his sights for a long time, and while Pereira has a unique skill set, he believes Chimaev has the ability to control him on the ground. According to Cormier, this latest footage only adds fuel to the debate, raising the question once again, can Chimaev beat Pereira?
As true as people may have thought it was a year and a half ago, he wants to go up because he thinks there's a matchup at 205 that suits him. Because he believes that he can still take Alex Pereira down multiple times to become the world champion. His idea is what everybody thought of Pereira a year and a half ago. He's a great kickboxer, but we can take him down. I think that is why he's more open to it today than he might have been before, because he thinks that he can still kind of go and control Pereira in the way that he did Dricus du Plessis. I'm just not sure, Chael, that that's as easy to do as people thought before.
Moving on, another story stirring controversy in the MMA world is UFC matchmaking, which has drawn criticism from fans and insiders alike, including Ariel Helwani. In a recent video, Helwani exposed what he sees as the UFC's strategy behind certain matchups, specifically targeting Kamaru Usman versus Islam Makhachev. According to Helwani, this fight could be part of UFC's mind games, potentially giving Usman a less challenging matchup before his eventual retirement. In his view, the bout is one that fans aren't necessarily excited to see, UFC, but the promotion is moving forward with it regardless. He also noted that this isn't new behavior, highlighting that UFC has a history of arranging matchups in ways that serve business or strategic purposes rather than pure competition.
I do think that is what's going to happen. It's going to be the same thing as John Jones versus Stipe. They're going to give him the title shot. It's going to be a lifetime achievement award, and then he's going to retire after he loses to Islam. That's exactly what's going to happen. And all those guys are going to have to wait. The active, young, hungry, successful, victorious as of late fighters are going to have to wait. And if we're going to get this main event that no one wants, but we are going to get it, just look at the matchmaking as of late, and then everything will be paused, and then everything will resume afterwards. I can guarantee it.
So, that's it from Boxism today. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for your daily dose of MMA news. Drop your thoughts and predictions in the comments below. We want to hear what you think.